Welcome to A Day with Evan as a street performer. I set the wrong alarm, so I'm gonna film this later because I gotta go.
Well, I almost got the intro right, and you can certainly tell I have just woken up, because this is actually a day in the life with Evan, a professional entertainer. Because street performing is really just one small part of my job, but I do fairly often get asked what I do. And to be fair, it is usually from people who haven't seen me since high school, and it's usually worded a little bit differently, and they usually ask, what's my real job? But I like to think they're actually asking, what is my job? Like, what does professional juggling entail? So, since I've managed to book one of the busiest days of the season, I'm gonna bring you guys along with me, and you guys can get a sneak peek into what it means to be a professional entertainer. And what a better place to start than breakfast.
It's as close to juggling as I get. I don't want to break the yolks.
And of course, the morning is usually when I post any TikToks I've made, so that usually coincides with breakfast. I just got back from the Kelowna night market, which means it's time for another episode of What We... I just got back from the Kelowna night...
This is the Forbidden Pentagon.
Oh, it's
illegal to enter this
Vsauce.
3 square mile area of forest and...
That's exciting. And it's posted. Good.
Then I speedily brush my teeth and try to get my hair under control, and then I also get changed into whatever the juggling outfit of the day is gonna be. So get ready for this beautiful transition. Ta-da! Now I look mildly more presentable, but today is an insanely busy day. It is honestly the busiest day I have ever had when it comes to professional juggling, and that is because in the morning I have to drive out to Enderby, and the city's hiring me to juggle there for 2 hours downtown, kind of roaming entertainment, stationary roaming entertainment. I get hired for a lot of stationary roaming entertainment, but I'm gonna do that for 2 hours, and then immediately after that I actually booked a birthday party in Enderby, which is only a half-hour show, so it's a bit shorter, thank goodness, because it's a long day. I just want to really hit that point home. And then, after that birthday party, I'm going to have to come back to Vernon here, and I'm going to do a live stream. I'm going to do the TikTok live stream and the, not Patreon live stream. Check out the Patreon page, though, but the Twitch live stream. And then after that, maybe, if I have the energy, there's also the Polson Night Market in Vernon, which is 4 things... which is a lot of juggling. Usually I can only make about 1 3-hour gig and then I am just done for the day. Sometimes I've managed a 3-hour gig and then a show. So this is kind of an experiment, but I figured since it's so many different kinds of events, like we have the stationary roaming, we have street performing, we have live streams, we have birthday party. The only thing we're missing is editing of these videos here, because there's just no time today. But thankfully, there's a little bit of time for filming, but I gotta get ready to go. So, let's do that! For editing, I usually wait for days that I don't have an event, or only have one event. Like today, I only had a dentist appointment. So, I'll get back to editing this for you. Alright, this is the Evan the Juggler prep. Step 1 is check the weather. Heat warning. Great. Don't need the rain jacket. Step 2, make sure I actually have everything, and today I definitely know that I have to wipe off my clubs because they're getting a little bit gross. So, let's do that. Look at the difference. I mean, it's not like a huge difference, but it's enough to make a difference. Alright, I wiped off a whole bunch of things. Calm down. I wiped off a whole bunch of things, and now I gotta put them back in the box, because I know I have everything that I need. It's kind of an easy way to see that you have everything you need. Another way to know that you have everything you need in the box is to not take anything out of the box, and since I was performing last night, I didn't take anything out of the box to film other things. So, basically, I already knew I had everything in the box, but now, I'm certain I have everything I need in the box. So I'm putting everything back in the box. And then water bottles. Hat, I'll just pack because I don't want to have to wear it the whole way. Like, my hair is going to be hideous anyway. We'll wait. Okay. I don't really need the hat right now, but I'll need it later. And we are good. I almost forgot. It's a birthday. Well, it's roaming and a birthday party, so I need to bring the juggling balls to teach kids how to juggle. It'll be fun.
Mochi has to inspect everything.
I'm pretty proud of my current performing setup because it's super portable and easy to travel with. They kind of go hand in hand, but it's true. To start, the electric car is nice because no gas, and it's so much more reliable than my old car. And then everything else I need fits in the main juggling box, which is on wheels, so it's really easy to wheel around to whatever location I'm performing at that day. And then the unicycle is a wheel, so it's extra easy to wheel around. So overall, I'm really happy with it. I'm so sorry. And we're good to go. Now all I gotta do is put on some podcasts and set up Google Maps, and I'll see you there.
Over a decade, and I don't think I've never burned a Blu-ray.
Never? Well, we're here, but we're a little early, so I'm gonna wait in the car a bit. Oops. But there was traffic, so I was right, but there wasn't as much traffic as I expected. So that's good. So now that we're at the event, I suppose I can tell you a little bit more about the event as I set up for the event. This is the Enderby Summer of Arts, which is an event that happens every Friday in downtown Enderby in the summer. They close down the main street and have a farmer's market with food vendors, artisans, and much more. And each week they hire a different performer to come down. Generally it's lots of different types of musicians, but this week it's me! So I essentially just have to set up my street performing show, put business cards out instead of the hat, and put on some shows. But first, here's my beautiful setup for the show today. Simple, but effective. And for my first performance of the day, I actually had an audience that had already seen my show before at the last event I had done in Enderby, which was the Canada Day event. So I had to figure out which act they haven't seen before. Let's see, which one haven't you seen yet? Did you see me solve the Rubik's Cubes? You saw that one, okay. Did you see me juggle the boxes?
Yes, I did.
Did you see me juggle the rings?
Which one of the rings?
I'll take that as a no, probably, but they're the fancy ones, the rings. In that case, let's juggle the rings, shall we? Because of course the rings are very fancy, because I can do tricks with rings that I can't do with balls or clubs or Rubik's Cubes, like this trick here. And that's about it. I'm kidding, don't worry, there's many more tricks, like more magical, the most magical trick in 3, 2, and 1, 2, 3, magic! They change colors. What? Here we go, 3, 2, 1! 2 at the same time. I have to turn my hat backwards. Do I look cooler? Across the face. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh boy. Well, thank you guys again so much for watching my show. And of course, have a great day at the Enderby Market. It's a fun one today. See you later. Absolutely. Oh, that was too fun. Thanks again for watching. And then we do a whole lot of that. It'll be fun. And just like that, the market is done. On to the next event. I turned the AC up to as high as it goes because it is so hot today. But I live and I have a podcast going. But there we go. Basically, it was a super fun event. 2 hours roaming juggling. Well, stationary roaming juggling. I got a few really good crowds, which is good considering when it's 33 degrees outside. People don't usually want to sit around and, well, stand around in the sun watching a juggler, but they did. So that's always a good sign for that my show is good. Now I am going to take a quick break, eat a muffin, which I did get tipped on a What's Weird in the Hat today, and then I'm gonna go perform at the birthday party, which I can't film because it's a private event, but I will let you know how it goes. It got hot again, so I'm turning up the AC, but we did it! We survived the birthday party. It was super fun, only a half-hour show, and the kids were awesome. The adults laughed at all the jokes. What more could you want? And you know what the best part about performing at birthday parties is? They give you snacks to leave. So I got a bunch of hot dogs, watermelon, chips, and I even got a goodie bag. So we'll have to unbox this once we get home. All right, let's drive home and get ready for the live stream. Thankfully, the drive home was uneventful, but driving and traveling is most of my job. Thankfully, most days I'm only about an hour away from the event I'm performing at. Today was only about a half-hour away, but I've had events that are over 3 hours away, which is a lot when you're only performing for an hour. So a 30-minute drive is very refreshing. And just like that, we are now back in the basement, a little bit more tired. That was a lot of sun, but the birthday party actually went really well. It was like an absolute blast, and I might actually do more 30-minute shows for younger kids' birthday parties because that was perfect. The audience was great. The kids didn't even heckle me. Although one kid did say, "Juggle me!" And I figured, child, employment is kind of frowned upon, I guess. So I suppose it's time for the official unboxing of my party favor for attending the birthday party. Thing number one is attire with overalls. That's awesome. I love it. Put your hands up. We also got a water gun, which is perfect considering it's cold. Maybe I should start using this on hecklers. Juggle me! No! Shush! Shush! Although it's hot enough, they might actually enjoy that too much. We also got... Oh, no way, there's hand clappers. Applaud for me, please. Applaud. Thank you very much. Oh, this is great. And last but not least, we got bubbles, which are really hard to juggle. They just kind of pop. But you can try. And just like that, birthday party complete and drive. It was a lovely drive. And since it's a Friday, usually I'll do a TikTok stream and a Twitch stream, but I did get home exactly when I was supposed to start the TikTok stream, so we're gonna skip that and go straight into the Twitch stream in about 15 minutes, so I guess I'll start setting up. And sit down, I need to take a break. I have not started setting up yet, but it has been a couple minutes because I've actually had to reply to some emails, so I'm gonna finish these really quick. If traveling is most of my performing days, then emails are most of my any other day, because they are the bane of my existence. They take so much time and energy to keep on top of and make sure I'm doing them well. Now, don't get me wrong, I do like emails because that means I'm actually being hired for work, but they definitely are very stressful and feel like the actual work part of my job. Anyways, let's get set up for the live stream. For setting up for the live stream, I've gotten to the point that I'm pretty quick at it. But there's certainly a lot of steps. Step one is to make sure I actually have my water bottle with me, then clear off the table of whatever my last project was, then set my laptop up on some chopsticks so it doesn't overheat, then bring in the power cable, which involves crawling under my editing desk, crawl under the desk again, because now I have to bring my monitor over, and of course I forgot to unplug it last time I was under there. Then I have to plug in all the adapters and mic, because MacBooks only have 2 USB-C output ports. Don't forget to plug in the monitor too. Then I'm back off to my room because I gotta get another cable to plug my good camera in. Then we set up the camera and tripod. Let's set you up. And then we will be good to start. That should be good. All right, see you in a bit. Oh yeah, no, we're not done yet. You still have to open up OBS and make sure all your settings were the same as last time, or update it because I did a different kind of stream, and then now it's a juggling stream, so it's different. And I also have to open up Twitch because then I can actually read the chat of people watching. Then we're ready to go live and have a fun live stream. And here's some highlights. We're live! Yay! Welcome to the stream, everybody. See you sometime today. Oh, there we go. Ah! Something to my eye. That makes it hard. They're duck socks! Ta-da! They got ducks on them. And I love these ones. They're blue. They're very nice. They're very fun. Alright. To begin our performance for you forever, of course, I shall perform my Dumbo impression. Thank you. Because I'm a Dumbo. Get the joke. Alright, moving on. Keep your eye on the toonie. I close my hand. Whoop! Did you see it switch? No? Well, you should have. Because now, it's over here. A toonie! What? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and I did it. Yay! The first Rubik's Cube solved while juggling. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. The crowd goes. Bye! I gotta wait for a minute because there's a delay on Twitch. And we did it. Goodbye. So the live stream went well. We actually got a few new subscribers, which is always good, and that means we're closer to having to play a video game stream, which is going to be interesting, but overall, it was pretty fun, so I'm not complaining, but I might be complaining after this next thing, because I'm going to have 2 hot dogs for dinner. And you know what, they were actually not that bad. I also had some carrots to make sure it was a little bit healthy, you know, just balance it out a bit. It's totally fine. But when you get tipped in hot dogs, you eat hot dogs. So yeah, now it's time for me to make sure that I didn't take anything out of the box while I was live streaming that I need to put back into the box so that I can be ready for my next show. So I'm gonna go sit down for a bit, set that up, or pack that up, and then I will see you at Folsom Park. One part of my day that the general audience doesn't see is just how many water bottles I fill up in a day. I don't really drink anything other than water, so it makes life easy that I only have to pack water bottles and not have to worry about getting the water one mixed up with the coffee one or something. But I do pack 3 water bottles with me to each event I go to, especially if I'm juggling for 2 to 3 hours in the sun. Because I drink a lot of water when I perform. Not only because I'm exercising, but I'm also kind of talking loud, and some might even call it yelling. But because of that, I gotta drink water just to make sure I am actually able to talk during the next show. And I do get the occasional question about why I bring 3 water bottles, and no, it's not because that's how many you need to juggle and I have an act with them. Although that is a good idea. But it's actually because having 3 separate smaller ones is much easier to fit into the box than one huge one. Alright, so thankfully this one isn't too long of a drive, so this should only be about 10 minutes of driving, which is good because I don't like driving too much in a day, or else it's a lot of driving. So I'll meet you there. And we're here. I'm gonna be performing over here somewhere. Cool. Oh. And here we are at the Polson Night Market. This is where I'm gonna be set up today, and just behind me is our lovely friends, Two Sparrows Pizza! Yay! And while I set up, let's tell you about the lovely Polson Night Market. I love being a part of this market because it always has such fun vendors, events and themes, and audience members each and every week. I find that I can get consistent audiences watching my show throughout the day, usually decently sized too. And also, it's in the shade. So I don't usually overheat during this market. Also, this setup was pretty much exactly the same as the Enderby Summer of Arts gig, except I also put out my hat and online tipping info. And just like that, we're ready to perform. There's a certain time of day that I know there's gonna be a What's Weird in the Hat today. And today it was the first act. I got a Karma soda from Two Sparrows Pizza, my best friends. Despite having a lot of really cool audiences throughout my day, a lot of street performing for me just looks like this. Just me juggling and looking at the passerbys to see who might be interested in watching a show. Woo. And the occasional fun interruption.
Oh, now it's messy.
That's understandable, actually. Yeah, that's valid. And now we're done juggling. But now, I'll do a loop of the market, because there's lots of cool things to see before I head home. And, yeah, then I'm gonna head home. I'm tired. Home sweet home. That was a fantastic event. It was an absolute blast. I got a decent amount in the hat, but now it's time for What's Weird in the Hat today, because I did get tipped some slightly strange things. But before we do that, we have to count what's actually in the hat. So, the way I do this is by literally sitting on the ground and just kinda, oh, that's interesting. Cute! And literally just counting it out. 10, 15, uh-oh, it might be a slow day today. 58.50. Not bad. Then I write that down so I don't forget to put it on the taxes. And now, we go through and we see what is interesting. But this one's obviously interesting. That's American. Only 3 cool coins. Not bad. Alright, and now let's set you up to actually film What's Weird in the Hat today. And we're ready. Oh, no, it's too high. Perfect. Okay, 1 minute. I just got back from street performing at the Polson Night Market, which means it's time for another episode of What's Weird in the Hat Today? And the first weird thing in the hat today is one of my favorite things to get in the hat. It's from Two Sparrows Pizza. A pizza for Evan the Juggler. And apparently it's what is known as an everything pizza, because it has a everything bagel seasoning on it. So I'm very curious to know what this tastes like. Let's find out. It's so good. I'm gonna eat this very quickly. And we also got tipped a Karma soda. It is a non-alcoholic mango mimosa, which is really hard to say. And I also got this cool button, which seems to be very happy to have been tipped to me. That's a lot of smiley faces. And I also got tipped a ticket to the Tight and Bright dance party tomorrow night, so That's pretty exciting. And apparently these are $19, so thank you for the tip. I gotta get ready to party. Gotta get ready to party and show you all the cool coins I got. To start us off for interesting coins, we got an American dime. I am Canadian, so this is technically weird. We also got tipped a 2014 Olympic loonie. And last but not least, our final coin, just enough to juggle, coin number 3, is a 1994 Remembrance Day loonie. Cool. And that's what's weird in the hat today. Thanks for watching. And now it's time for second dinner. My usual eating schedule kind of gets thrown out the window on days with weird schedules like this. So I just eat when I can, or when I'm hungry. And I'm not one to not pack snacks with me, so I always have like a backup just in case I get hungry like halfway through a show. So yeah, it's just the weirdest eating schedules.
Most important part of the day. Oh, that was not majestic.
So that was an insanely busy day, but we're not done yet because now I have to import the What's Weird in the Hat today and also edit tomorrow's What's Weird in the Hat today because I haven't done that yet. So I will actually have to do some editing today, but it is literally the bare minimum because after that, I'm gonna watch a movie and go to bed. And have a shower. Showers are important. But oh, that pizza, I have the hiccups. That pizza was so good. Would highly recommend if you ever see Two Sparrows, get yourself a pizza. So yummy, so yummy. And just like that, we have arrived at the end of the day. And the busiest one of the season at that, oh my gosh. But being self-employed and a professional entertainer means no 2 days are exactly the same, but this was a good one for a good rounded idea of different kinds of events that I could get hired for. And it's definitely a fun snapshot into what my job is. Also, speaking of job, this is my full-time job, so thank you to everybody who has supported the online side of my work by becoming a patron. This video is brought to you by you. And if you want to also help support my work and become a patron, you can do so at patreon.com/EvanTheJuggler. And it gets you cool exclusive content like blooper reels, TikToks that were too raunchy for TikTok, videos of my live in-person performances like we've done a couple of them here today, and so much more. Thank you again, patrons, for supporting this video. You guys are awesome. And with that, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.